Hello, everyone, and you, and you, and you, and Renee, and Carol, and everyone else. My name is Teresa Snutter. I am your media host, bringing conscious conversations out into the world. Yes, I'm a former corporate sales exec. Yes, I'm now an entrepreneur, changing people's lives on a daily basis. And it's so fun to have Renee here with me as a guest. We're going to talk about Renee's journey, and we're also going to talk about Chemo Buddies for Life. So, welcome, Renee.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. Very grateful.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my I'm the Good Witch shirt. So y'all can decide who's the bad witch. And then I want y'all to see that it's dumping snow here in Amarillo, Texas today. I don't know, but you can really see it. You can really see all that snow dumping. So it's kind of fun. All right, Renee, go ahead. I'm even going to put you on solo screen at times because I want you to have the full focus. I want to hear your story and people to hear what all you've experienced in your lifetime.
Okay. Well, thank you, Teresa. So once again, thank you for having me. And what happened, my journey is back in 2013, I come from corporate America, corporate 500 company. And I came down with an illness back in 2013 that took away my voice and made me a prisoner in my own home, in my own body. And during that time, I wasn't spiritual. I didn't know what had happened. But what I came to realize, it was a virus that attacked my vocal cords, and I ended up in the ER twice. They told me it was viral pharyngitis, so there was no voice, and I was so contagious I couldn't even be with the public. So I realized the two things I love most in this world are the ability to connect with people, which anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge connector, and the ability to speak, because I love to speak with others. I love to connect and speak with them. And those were the very two things that were taken away from me. So I didn't understand it, as I said then, because I was not spiritual. But fast forward to 2017, I had lost that corporate 500 job because they were making a change in the way they did things. I was there for 25 years. That was a pretty devastating time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also lost my best friend in 2017. Then 2018, I lost my dad. So all these different losses, it's not poor Renee, but it's what I found in the process. It's finding my voice.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really realized in that journey and in 2013, I was really afraid to speak up. I wasn't using my voice. And when I lost, as I said, I wasn't spiritual at the time. So I'm like, I just was really, really sick. It hurt so much to swallow that the only thing I can equate it to, and no, I've never done this, and I really don't think anybody else has, but it felt like what a handful of razor blades would look like. It might feel, if that makes any sense to anyone out there.
Mm-hmm.
The pain was so intense and so excruciating. I would wake up in the middle of the night just crying, 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 because the pain was, as I said, is just tremendous. And they couldn't give me anything, they being the doctors, because it was a viral infection. So there wasn't like this magic bullet of just take this antibiotic and you'll feel better. Well, I couldn't be with the public. I couldn't take any antibiotic. There was no antibiotic to give me, and there was nothing they can do for me. So talk about enduring pain. I literally had to endure the pain. And when I saw that it wasn't going away, day after day, week after week, month after month after month, it was about 3.5 months before there was any kind of change and I was allowed to be with the public. The only one who ever came to see me was my best friend, and she wore a mask and she would deliver food to me, and she knew I couldn't really swallow, so it was like even soup or anything that she tried to, she made chicken for me because she knew that was something that I liked, to try to get protein in me, because I'm a little person, but I really couldn't even eat, so I was even losing more weight.
Wow.
Because when you can't
Wow.
swallow your own saliva, it was
Right.
hard
Right.
to swallow. I hate to be graphic, but I really couldn't. I would end up getting rid of it just to get up and not to swallow.
Oh,
That's
sure.
that's how
Right.
much that pain was. That's why I was equating it to like what, razor blades or steak knives or something. That's
Mm-hmm.
the sharpest thing I could think of. That's what every swallow felt like. And it's like you don't realize how many times a day you swallow until you can't.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like I really, I didn't understand it, as I said, and the only thing that I came to when I became more spiritual is that when God brings you to and through it, there's a reason. And I now am able to coach other women, helping them find their voice because I knew I wasn't using it.
Mhm.
I was like that people pleaser and just wanted to, just make them happy and not speak my true voice. And what
Exactly. And isn't it
I
interesting that, now you said you have learned or have found a spiritual path of sorts, and, each unique person. I'm pretty open about mine. And so I always, but I'm always open for whatever other people maybe have grown up being spiritual or not spiritual, et cetera, et cetera. But it's almost like God had to get your attention and say, Renee, listen here. And I'm not saying that that's the case,
I know,
whatever
I
it
think that is the
is.
case.
Yeah, but whatever it is, that's what it took for you to finally say, now it's my turn to speak up. And after having this debilitating pain and inability to speak, what now? So tell us, what now?
So now I'm able to do coaching with other women. And, I had a client this morning, and it's just about really finding your own voice and the things that are holding you back, those limiting beliefs that we hear about so often. I'm just assuming as the next person, and people see me out there all the time. And yes, now I'm able to speak. But at that point, when I didn't have a voice, I'm going to tell you something, Teresa. Doctors didn't know if I would ever speak again.
Mm-hmm.
It was that serious. It wasn't just like, okay, she doesn't have a voice. I mean, so I'm like locked away as a prisoner in my own home. I'm
Mm-hmm.
locked away in my own body. I'm looking out of my own window like a hospital window day after day, not seeing any change, anything any better from one day to 1 week to 1 month to the next month to the next. No different. Not like, well, you started feeling better after like a week. No, I was running a fever because there was an infection in my body that they couldn't figure out.
Right. Wow. So
They had drugs.
it's those things that in all areas that something life's going to happen to us. Life's going to come up. Death's going to happen. Illness is going to happen. Diagnoses are going to happen. We're going to sometimes choose bad partners or unfortunately have a bad partner. All those things. And so what I love now is that the two of us, you and I've gotten to spend time together a couple of different times, which has been glorious over there in California, where it's sunshiny and not snowing like it is here today,
Yeah,
where I
pretty warm out
am.
here today. Very warm out here today.
Yeah, and it is like we are the representation and becoming hopefully a role model so that other women, number one, know, yes, all of us have struggles, yet we also have choices. And those choices can lead, one good choice can lead to a better good choice and a better choice. And the people that we surround ourselves with.
Yes,
I truly believe that the 5 people that we surround ourselves with is vital.
absolutely. I was reading something today. It's about chances and choices. You have a chance, you have an opportunity, and you have the choice,
Yes.
to make that change. Choices, chances, and change.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I love doing right now is helping women change that thought process, take a chance and make the change. But it
Mm-hmm.
is a choice. You have to consciously make that decision. And what is like the definition of insanity? Like I say, it's like doing the same thing every day and expecting a different result. And if we don't make that conscious decision to make a change, and it is a risk. It does involve risk because you don't know what's on the other side, but where you're at may not be that comfort zone may not be so
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. I
Exactly.
I know I never would have had this opportunity to be able to help women had I not gone through that tremendous pain.
Sure.
I
Sure.
would never be where I am today to be able to help them make a shift and make a change and take the chance that they need to do and make that shift. It doesn't just happen, but because of what I went through, I am now able to help other women, help them and take their hand and walk them through a difficult time that they may not be able to, do. I couldn't do it on my, I've had so many coaches, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
along my journey. And I still reach out to coaches because we all need those people. I don't think we all ever have it all figured out. No matter who you are, where you are, there's always another opportunity to up level where you're at.
Yeah. Well, the champions of the world, all champions, athletes. You look at presidents of companies, it doesn't matter who you are. You're still going to need that extra direction, some accountability, the right coaches.
Yeah.
World winning basketball teams need the right players. I mean, it's just all in the formula. And I like to tell people it's like trying on a pair of shoes. There are some things literally you can try that on. It doesn't mean it's a permanent situation.
Right. Absolutely.
You
I
know,
agree more.
it's like
Absolutely.
me wearing my witch's hat today. This is not permanent, but it's the week near Halloween, and it's just like, let's have some fun today. So, wow,
Yeah.
I really commend you for that. And,
Thank you.
so do you do one on one coaching, group coaching? What does
So,
your practice look like?
so right now I am doing one-on-one. I
Okay.
like to give the undivided attention to my clients. I'm always open if people want to join in a group and do it that way. I have different programs I can offer, but right now I'm doing the one-on-one because, as I said, I do like to give them that special time, and I feel that, especially not everybody. And I've been in group coaching too, and I realize that there are some people that are in a group coaching that are quite silent,
Yes.
and they are the ones that are not getting the most out of it because they're just like a fly on the wall. And it doesn't mean they're not taking in everything; they're taking in a lot, but they're not asking any questions. They're just sitting there, and so there's no interaction
Right.
with
Absolutely.
even the coach in the group. There was none because they weren't asking any questions. And then that coach would always say, so what's, they would not pick on them, but pick them out and say, hey, what's going on with you? And what,
Sure.
then not everyone's comfortable in a group. So
Sure.
I like the one-on-one because it gives those individuals the opportunity to be focused. And I like to focus just on them, to know that it's not about someone else. And it's just
Sure.
really, this time is for them. So as I said, I'm open to doing group coaching if that's what listeners are interested in. They're like, yeah, I'd like to do a group, but I do a lot of one-on-one, and I think that's where that direction is really best handled. If they're looking to try to find their own voice, they may not be that comfortable in a group. So that's
Sure.
why.
No, absolutely. I think that's definitely a need that you feel, and people need that, especially whenever they're looking for their voice and they've remained quiet for a long time and they want a safe environment and want someone to speak about. So that's awesome. So women,
That,
definitely, if you're looking for someone like Renee as a one-on-one coach, then definitely reach out to her. So in this, next 10 minutes, what I would like to do is for us to talk about chemo buddies for life. And the reason I want to talk about Chemo Buddies for Life is because we're both on the advisory board
yeah,
helping Giving Tuesday, which is coming up December 3rd.
yeah.
And I want just really, if this video content can be edited and used in some of the production team videos. So Renee, I'm going to put you back on solo camera and let you talk about your experience with Chemo Buddies for Life and how you're helping.
Okay. Well, I really, first of all, have hats off to Tamara Hunter. She is the CEO and founder of Chemo Buddies for Life, and she and I have been on this long journey as she was beginning in this. And it's really been a pleasure and a privilege to be on the advisory board with her and to be able to help other women. And the premise, for those who don't know about Chemo Buddies, is that no one should ever face cancer alone. And my dad passed 11 months ago, in December 13th of 2018, and he would have been 86 yesterday. And so just really grateful that I was able to be there for him in this entrepreneurial space I'm in, and to be there to help him through that part of his journey as a cancer patient, and to be there to help others, that they should know they're not alone, because you feel so isolated when you have that illness, because you are the one going through it, but your loved ones go through it as well because they love you, and they don't go through the physical pains that one might be experiencing, but the emotional pain watching somebody that you love and care about so much is not easy either. So being part of Chemo Buddies, and to be able to let others know that they're not going through this alone, that they do have a buddy with them. And I'm just grateful to be on the board and with you, Teresa, and to be part of that, to help Tamara and to help the Chemo Buddies, because it is so important to have somebody in your life, to know that you may feel isolated, but you're not alone. There's a difference in that. because when you are going through it, you feel like it's your illness. And yes, Carolyn, no one should go through cancer alone. Absolutely, uh, but it is something that everybody always talks about those feelings. But you are not alone in that fight. You have people in your corner fighting with you and for you, and who love you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing that perspective. And definitely us both being, and Carol as well, being on
Yes,
the advisory board or the board, the group, the team, whatever that's helping with Giveathon. But we all love Tamara so much. And this is just our way of getting the word out that anyone out there that sees this, hears this, or knows of someone that has heard those words that they have cancer or you have cancer, immediately reach out to either one of us, Carol, Tamara. We will get you into the format of getting and receiving a chemo buddy. And it may not even be that you're planning or intending to seek chemotherapy as your therapy. Yet still, this is a buddy. It's someone that's been through it. They know they can help walk you through and really guide you. So I'm excited about us all getting to work together.
yes, me too. And I was going to mention also, I was with Tamara in Las Vegas last year for the Giving Tuesday Giveathon, and I was honored to be there with her. We had some great guests there, and it's really about giving back and being there for other people. And the setup is going to be more like that Jerry Lewis telethon that he always had. For those who, I know, I just dated myself by saying that, but for those who remember, his telethon, that's what it's going to be like. So it'll be either 24 hours, or she's been talking about maybe even 36 hours, that it's going to be going live for that, during that time frame. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
not.
I think she's going to add some elements like for you and I and some others that are out on the street, literally interviewing and catching people, catching them, having conversations live with people, really getting the word out so that people can become more aware and educated. And something funny, Renee, that I found out about you is that she said you are such a great editor of copyright or copying. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, I had no idea. So you want to say something about that?
Yeah, so I've always had this great love of the English language, and I just realized that it's kind of one of those superpowers you don't really hone in on until you keep doing it. So I've been helping some people, and including Tamara, with some of her copying, for the Chemo Buddies site and for what she's doing, and some other people I've had the privilege to help out with editing. It's just, I just have this innate ability. I really love to be able to help in writing. If anybody's looking for an editor, I can certainly help out with that. I really love it. Not everybody likes it. I actually enjoy it because and I'm very detailed. I'm so detailed. I'm like, I'll go over that copy again and again and again until it's right.
So
And
what about being an editor for a book for all the people that are out writing books?
absolutely, I would love to help them with that. I would
Oh, I
totally.
think there is definitely
Yeah,
a
a
need.
need
There's
for
a
that, for
no,
sure.
100%. Because
For
even whenever I write blog posts, I'm like, man, I wish somebody could edit this for me. So
Yeah, so reach out for sure. I mean, so
totally.
that's a little side thing that I do as well. So yes, I'm definitely a transformational coach for women, and help them through that. But the editing piece, it's like there are two different things, but I really truly enjoy that because a lot of times people, they know what they want to say, and they put it out there, and I'm like, I don't think that's how you really meant it, is it? And then
Hmm.
I'll kind of reword things. That's what it was. I'm like, yeah, I had a feeling that's what you want to say. So I never, to this point, I guess it's tied to what I do a little bit because I never take away their voice.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
No, you
never,
just add to, and you almost give and add another element of the confidence for them to be able to put out what they're wanting to say. So you're
yes,
coaching them from the verbiage and the word and the grammatical differences and things like that. So I just think it's genius. It's
oh,
still
oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I really, I never want to take away someone's voice when they're writing, because you want to make sure that what they say is what they really wanted to say.
Yeah.
And that's really important because they need to have a voice, and what they're communicating and putting out there to everybody else. And so I'm the last person who would ever take that away from somebody, being that I had that taken away from me
Yeah.
in my own journey. I am really, really passionate about making sure I keep their voice.
Of
And
course, of course.
wow,
But it's just like having a partner to help you share your voice. Like
yeah,
it's like someone I can call you and go, "Hey, I'm about to go on stage. I'm thinking about opening up with this particular story. What do you think?"
yeah,
And it's good.
absolutely.
You have that person, you have that coach, you have that friend. Same thing. Hey, I'm about to put this blog post out. I'm not sure it's flowing. So
Right,
awesome.
absolutely. I try to make it flow in a very nice
Oh,
way.
absolutely. I think it's genius.
Oh, thank
Genius. It's
you. So, and
amazing.
yeah, if anybody needs some help with that, certainly please reach out. Yeah, I'm on
Yes.
Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn. Yes, we'll drop by. So Karen said to drop my links in there, so I'll make sure I
Yes.
get that in there
Yes.
to make sure I help
No,
people.
I'm already thinking, man, I could send you some copy because there's just things that I'm like, hmm. All right. So, Renee, every day, I love to ask the guest what they would like to be acknowledged for. So, Renee, I would like to know, what would you like to be acknowledged for? And I would love the honor to be able to do that.
Oh wow, aren't you? Gosh, I think just being able to give back to others, and helping people find their helping women find their voice. People say, "Is it just women you help, or is it men too?" Yes, I can help men as well, because when you can coach, you can coach.
Sure.
I feel more of an alignment with women, probably because I am one,
Hmm.
and I know the pains that I went through in really finding my voice, and what it meant, and why I didn't speak up, and the things that were holding me back. I think that I'm not alone in that feeling, and that many women, whether you're corporate or an entrepreneur, it doesn't really matter, because when you're in business for yourself. So if you're a businesswoman or a female entrepreneur, or you're a one solo company solopreneur, it doesn't matter, because we all have those doubts and those limiting beliefs, and afraid to always share our voice. What are people going to think? Are they going to judge me? Oh my gosh. Well, we all need that person in our corner to help you through it. And I would love to be that person for others out there who might, want that, or not even know they need it. I'll be happy to be there for you.
Awesome. So, Renee, thank you, thank you, thank you for spending your time with me today. And I would love, love, love nothing more than to acknowledge you for your strength, for your ability to give back, for your ability to reach out and help women, pull them forward, and for you to remind them that their voice matters,
Mm.
that those women matter, and that that is your gift, to be able to work one-on-one, working one-on-one, coaching one-on-one is a gift. It's a gift that you have, that you encourage, you inspire, and you empower women to know that they exist in this world for a purpose. And I
Oh,
really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you being here today, and I appreciate everything that you have to offer.
thank you so, so
Oh, you're
much.
so, so, so welcome. Thank you. All right, everybody. My name is Teresa Snyder. It's snowing in Amarillo, Texas. It's almost Halloween, hence the hat. And Renee is in a sunshine, warm, 90-degree day in California. Yet reach out to her if you're looking for some one-on-one coaching. All you ladies, she's your girl. All right. Talk to you all soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.